What would you do if a police officer suddenly pulled you over and asked you to show your guns? What if they came to your house, knocked on your door, and demanded to see the weapons you have in your possession? In both situations, these officers might claim to maintain their records and see whether you still have these weapons in your possession.
All I'm doing is verifying that you have it. You got 2 different purchases. Okay. If you have them, I'm out of here. That's how quick it is. Yeah. You have them with you by any chance? Are they? If you can unload them and bring them out, or you can go out to your foyer here, check them out, by serial number, and we're out of here. Yep.
Let's be clear on one thing. If you don't know your rights in these situations, it might get you arrested, and you definitely don't want that. So what should you do? How do you react in these situations? Should you invite the police officer into your home, or should you let them search your car? Well, don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you rightfully claim your rights and save yourself from trouble. Let's take a look at the first case. What should you do if you get a sudden visit from police officers or ATF at your doorstep demanding to see your guns? This is a familiar case when ATF officers show up without any notice and ask whether you have recently purchased any guns. If not, they can say they have a record showing you own several weapons and they'd want to make sure that they're located on the premises.
All I'm doing is verifying that you have it. You got 2 different purchases. Okay. If you have them, I'm out of here. That's how quick it is. Yeah.
But do you still have them in your possession? They just want to take a look at your guns and then they'll leave. Now, you're going to make a huge mistake if you let these police officers enter your house. If you do, you're not alone, because most lawful citizens would feel pressured into reacting the same way. Now, you must be wondering, what should you do in this situation? Would it be rude to not let the officers in the home? Or wouldn't you be violating some kind of a law by not cooperating?
Turn your face. Okay, I'm sorry. Drop the pot! Drop the pot!
Here's the deal. You can definitely say no to officers.
You feel more comfortable?
I'm okay. I didn't expect.
Oh no! Listen, it just came up. I'm telling you. That's why we came here. Look, there's an email from the federal side saying, hey, can you make sure this guy's got his gun? Now, if you recently just purchased a whole bunch of guns, if we can look at them and just scratch them off, and that way, because I know we don't see this again.
Yeah, we can just write which ones you just bought, and so we save a trip from coming back and confirm that you have them.
Okay.
No officers can legally enter your place of residence without probable cause, consent, or a search warrant. Saying no does not constitute probable cause. So, in what situations can they enter your home? First, if you give them your permission to enter, anything they find can and will be used against you in a court of law if it's found to violate the law. Second, if they have a search warrant. A legal search warrant with a valid reason for searching your premises. Only then can they search your house and you won't have the ability to stop it. Third, if they have a valid arrest warrant. This is issued for a number of reasons. Additionally, they also have to have probable cause or proof that the target of the arrest warrant is physically at that address. Speculation isn't enough. Fourth, if they have some urgent circumstances. For instance, they have an emergency permit or order to enter your home in case you might commit a crime or destroy evidence. In this particular case, they can enter your home without your consent. Now, suppose a police officer shows up at your house, knocks at your door, and demands to have some talk. This act is basically called knock and talk by narcotics officers. What they're actually trying to do is find probable cause to search your residence. If you open the door and let them enter your house, you are actually giving them an opportunity to casually search your home. If they find probable cause to do a full search, there won't be anything you can do to stop it. Cops are like vampires. Don't invite them in. In most cases, you can ask them to slide the arrest or search warrant under the door.
Hollywood Police Department. What's your name? Your name's Joe? Do you mind coming out here to talk with us, Joe?
I'm naked. I'm not coming out.
Well, put on some clothes, maybe?
No. Go to bed. Good night.
Alright, Kevin, come on, we gotta talk to you, but we're not gonna go away.
Yeah, I'm not coming out. Have a good night.
Alright, so you are Kevin then, okay. Kevin, listen, we gotta talk to you. We're not gonna leave.
You're also allowed to legally request the presence of a lawyer before admitting them into your home. It's important to know your rights in these kinds of situations.
I don't care what you want to talk to me. Look, what do you have nothing to talk to me about?
Sir, I'm not here for a confrontation.
I am a productive member of society. I am a citizen of the United States of America. You guys have no reason to unlawfully be at this doorstep right now. Did I commit a crime? Did I commit a crime? Hold on. Answer my question, please. You are at my doorstep asking me questions, right? Can you answer a couple questions first? Before you get into your questioning me, I am a citizen here. You will not violate any rights today, sir. Absolutely. You will not come to my house and question me like you have authority.
First, exercise your right of silence and don't talk until your attorney arrives. Silence is golden. They can't hold anything against you in a court of law if you don't speak. Second, do not give consent to the police officer to search places that are not explicitly stated in the warrant. Here you can say, I do not give consent to you to search any personal premises, belongings, and areas that are not mentioned in the search warrant. And then just stay silent until they complete their search.
What do you want?
Is there anybody with you right now?
What do you want?
We're looking for somebody. Talk to
What do you want?
I just told you what I want.
Oh, I'm closing the window. Now, I've asked you what you want. I'm filming you. Now, what do you want?
Ma'am, I'm asking if there's anybody.
What do you want?
Good night, ma'am.
Filming you.
Thank you. You too.
Your shirt is showing.
Thank you.
What's your badge number?
I can't give you that information now. You want to talk to me?
No, that's not the truth. That's a lie.
Okay, call 911. You can ask them.
What's your badge number?
111.
Now there could be two things that might happen. They complete their search and leave, or they find probable cause or sufficient evidence to arrest you and take you to the local police station. No officer can arrest you for legally possessing and presenting proof of firearm ownership. According to the Second Amendment of United States law, a well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, our second situation is where police officers check your home, search for guns, and find them. It's better that the guns you have are under the Non-National Firearm Act. To understand this, you must know that there are two types of firearms: national firearms and non-national firearms. According to the National Firearms Act of 1934, automatic firearms like machine guns, short barrels, rifles under 26 inches, and all of the devices that could cause massive destruction fall into the national firearms category. Firearms like shotguns, revolvers, and small rifles fall into the Non-National Firearms Act. All non-national firearms are protected by the law, and no ATF can show up at your house and demand to see your weapons. You're protected by the law, and you don't have to show any weapons to the ATF or any other officer just because they ask you to. You can definitely exercise your right and politely refuse the request. But what if you have a national firearm at your home, like a machine gun or a rifle? Can police officers demand that you show them? Also no. Whether you own national or non-national firearms at your house, no ATF has the right to come and ask you to show them. Let's be clear here. When you fill out an ATF form, you get a weapon. There's no single clause stating that you give permission or signed a waiver to show them later. This means that you're protected by the law and have full rights to say no to the officers.
Our job is for you and us to have a conversation about if you're okay.
I'm okay.
Is there anything going on?
There's not.
Okay. Was there
Two people
weapon
have
here?
guns, yes, and that doesn't denote the fact that you have weapons on the side of your hip. All right.
Well, that's why he asked you at the beginning if you had any weapons to make sure.
I don't.
We are safe. 'Cause
You both
you
do.
You scared
See,
me.
you're scared of me, and I don't
You're
have a
scaring
weapon.
me because I don't
and
know
I
you
don't
have
ha-
any.
and I don't have
let's do
any.
this. How about this? I don't know why you're so scared, but whatever. Just relax. Just be quiet, okay?
No. You're not allowed on my property for one.
No, I am
and you're
allowed here,
on
'cause I
my
was called
property.
here,
No,
okay?
you're not allowed on my
So
property.
right now you're obstructing.
You're not allowed on my
obstructing
property.
right now, okay?
I do have an ID on me.
That's all I want. Thank you.
Okay, and you're not allowed on my property.
Okay, I was called here by your mom.
So, the lesson of the day is, do not open the door and don't show them your guns, whether you have them or not. Politely say no and ask them to leave. This is where it's going to get interesting, because what if you're on the road and suddenly a police officer pulls you over and demands to see any weapons you have in the vehicle? What should you do in this situation? Can you stay silent? Can you say no to the officers? Suppose you're driving on a busy road and suddenly police officers signal you and ask you to pull over to the side of the road.
You got your license, brother?
Of course.
Vehicle registered to you?
Of course.
So well. And you got your registration for me? Do me a favor, roll down that other window for me. Are you concealed weapons holder? Any weapons in the vehicle I need to be aware of? Nope, nothing illegal in the car. All right, so after I'm done, if I ask to search the vehicle to verify what you're saying is true, you don't mind?
I do mind, but only because I'm a lawyer.
Okay. So you know I consented, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So you have nothing in the vehicle?
I have absolutely nothing in the vehicle.
Okay. And you don't mind confirming that by allowing us to look and make sure there's nothing in the vehicle? As you can imagine, we hear no all the time as they have nothing and we find stuff.
I'd rather not search my car.
Okay. Cool.
The most common mistake that people make in this situation is that they start doing furtive movements, like opening a glove box, going under their seat, or panicking. If you give them probable cause due to suspicious activity, they can execute a full search of your vehicle. They often use the excuse that you're nervous, bewildered, or act like you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol to execute these searches. Because the first thing officers note is your behavior. Any wrong movement makes them suspicious and they can arrest you under the guise of officer safety. So, the best thing you can do in this situation, stay calm, roll down the window just a bit, put your hands back slowly on the steering wheel, and don't make any sudden movements. Now, the officer may ask for some legal documents like your license, car registration, or insurance. Be respectful towards the officer and show them your documents. While you're prepping said documents, make sure to say something verbally, like, I'm going to take my documents out of the glove compartment. Now, this shows officers that you're not a threat to them. After reviewing your documents, they may request that you exit the vehicle so they can do a search. What should you do? First off, officers cannot search your vehicle unless they have a search warrant or probable cause. If they have a search warrant, cooperate. Here, you can practice your constitutional rights and remain silent. Speaking isn't necessary. Remain calm and remain quiet. You may also request a lawyer to be present if you have one. Officers, even with legal permits, can only stop you for a specific period of time, so you can ask them whether you're free to leave. If they say no, you can exercise another important right. All you have to do is tell the officers, "Hey officers, I'm exercising my 6th Amendment right to counsel. I'd like to speak to my lawyer." If you don't have a lawyer, you can request a public defender. So remember this golden rule. If police officers have a valid search warrant, exercise your right to remain silent, and exercise your 6th Amendment right to counsel, and leave the rest to your lawyers. If you'd like to know more about your constitutional rights, subscribe to our channel and keep knowing your rights to stay safe.